So this thing right here is filthy. It's also super ugly, and I just hate it. So we're gonna make it so that I don't hate it. I feel like I'm a magnet for mistreated gaming PCs. Welcome back to the PC Rehab, everybody, and let's all join in a round of applause in welcoming whatever this thing is. Here's my favorite part about this PC, right here. The power supply isn't even screwed in. So I found somebody selling this computer on Facebook Marketplace for $200, and there was absolutely no way I was gonna pay $200 for this thing, but I did offer him $120, and he said yes. Now, for the $120, we're getting just something weird. Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about. So inside of this strange build here, we have an ASRock B450 Pro 4 motherboard. We have a Ryzen 7 2700. We have 32 gigs of Ballistics DDR4 memory, a 250 gig NVMe, an 850 watt power supply that isn't screwed onto the case, and we have a 240 millimeter Coolmaster AIO. Now, I wanted to show you guys something really strange with this case. He has put electrical tape on all of the venting on this side and the other side of this case. And through that, there's also like rivets that he has punctured through the ventilation there, which I don't know why you would do that. It's on both sides of this case. It's the weirdest modifications I think I've ever seen. Plus, it seems like the PC actually doubled as like a little seat because it looks like somebody just sat down on top of this PC. So I'm sure a few of you have probably noticed that there is no graphics card inside of this system here, but we do have a Ryzen 7 2700, which is a powerful enough CPU to make it so that we can add a pretty decently powerful graphics card to make this computer an extremely desirable one. But first, we have to restore this thing. And I mean, as much as I can't save this case as the previous owner mangled this thing, but I can pretty much save everything else. And I think the transformation of what this PC is now to what it's gonna become is gonna be very, very nice. So let's get started. am going to have to really start thinking about investing in a 3D printer so that I can 3D print anti-sag brackets for these graphics cards. Because sometimes with these older graphics cards, the graphics card sag is unbelievable. Now, it's not so bad with this 2080, even though this is a very heavy and very fat graphics card. It's not terrible, but it's still noticeable, and an anti-sag bracket would be great, and it'd be really awesome if I could just print them. And it may sound bad, but I was also kind of hoping that this 240mm Coolmaster AIO would just break while I was cleaning it so that I could put something else in here, because I really don't like how this AIO looks. But it came with the original build, and my whole process for this video was to try and save and use as much of that original build as possible. So here it is. Now, even though I dislike this AIO, the max CPU temp that I hit during all of my gameplay tests on this PC was only 54 degrees. So, I mean, it works really well. Now, what I think is the most fascinating part about this PC is just how inexpensive it was to put this thing together and the type of performance we're able to get from this system, because in Forza 5 at a maximum preset with ray tracing set to medium, we were getting an average of 93 FPS. Switching gears and jumping into Hogwarts Legacy at its ultra preset, we're getting an average of 71 FPS. Heading into Battlefield 2042 at its maximum preset, we're getting a very solid 94 FPS on average. I wanted to give Predecessor a try because this is a game that I have been wanting to get into for a little bit now, and we're getting an average of 101 FPS with these settings maxed out. And lastly, I jumped into Gotham Knights at, you guessed it, a maximum preset, and we're getting a beautiful 98 FPS average. It is important to know that all of the gameplay testing that you just saw was done on a 1080p monitor, but this is a fully capable 1440p system, and it does that at an extremely low price tag, because to put this entire system together, it only cost me $454 for the entire build. I bought the original system for $120, and then I only paid $134 for the case, the fans, and the cable extensions that we used to make the system look this good. And the graphics card I found for $200. Now, that's not a huge deal for this graphics card, because you can usually find them on eBay for around $230, $240 after you pay for the shipping. But $200 for this graphics card is a really nice pickup. So $454 for this type of system? Man, that's really great. It is extremely amazing what we are able to accomplish for such a low amount of money. I mean, for under $500, this system right here gets you into the exact same games that you can play on a $5,000 system. Sure, it's not gonna get you 200 plus FPS in a AAA game, but it's gonna get you over 60 FPS in the exact same games, and the gameplay is going to look fantastic, and it's gonna do that at a fraction of the price. I mean, it is really hard to hate on this older hardware and how little you can get this stuff for. Now, if you had a little bit of fun here with me today, please consider hitting the subscribe button as well as smashing the like button. It does wonders in helping push this content out to more people so that I can continue to make this really fun content for all of you guys. And even if you don't want to do that, that's okay. I would still love to tell you that no matter where you are in the world, I hope that you are having the most fantastic day. And I'm gonna see you right here for the next video.